Your child is a reflection of your karma. Welcome, my friend. Tonight, on Buddhism in You, I want to share something that may change the way you see yourself and your child forever. Have you ever noticed how your child sometimes carries your smile, but also your stress? How they mirror not just your words, but the unspoken energy you bring into the room? This isn't coincidence, it's karma, alive and breathing in your everyday life. And tonight, as you listen, you'll discover how to transform that karmic reflection into a legacy of peace your child can carry for a lifetime. So stay with me, let the day melt away, and let's begin this journey together. Transformation is possible because karma is alive. It changes with each choice, each breath, each night you decide to show up with presence instead of distraction. And over time, the entire emotional climate of your home shifts. The air feels lighter, conversations gentler, and bedtime becomes a sanctuary where peace is passed, heart to heart, without a single word. 1. Understanding karma and the profound parent-child connection in Zen. In Zen, karma is not a courtroom verdict, it is a current. It moves through thoughts, words, and actions, shaping the atmosphere we live in each day. For a modern American parent, this is not about punishment or fate, it is about patterns. You come home after a long commute, a late email from the boss still echoing in your chest. Your child meets you at the door, bright but sensitive, and somehow your tired breath becomes their restlessness. This is how karmic patterns flow in an ordinary house on an ordinary Tuesday. Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us that peace in ourselves becomes peace in our family, in practical terms. Your inner climate becomes the weather your child grows up in. Neuroscience offers a gentle confirmation. The developing brain learns through co-regulation. Mirror systems and the social nervous system attune to the signals of the closest caregiver. When your shoulders drop, when your voice softens, your child's vagus nerve receives a message of safety. Heart rate steadies, cortisol ebbs, sleep becomes more available. Psychiatrist and interpersonal neurobiology researcher Dr. Daniel J. Siegel has long emphasized that parental presence organizes a child's mind. Zen would say that presence is karma turning in a new direction. Think of karma as grooves in a record. Some grooves were carved by your parents, some by culture, some by your own choices under pressure. The beauty of Zen is that awareness can lift the needle. A single, mindful breath changes the groove, night after night. That breath becomes a new track. When you practice a small ritual before bedtime, placing the phone face down, dimming lights, whispering a few words of kindness, you are editing the karmic script your child will one day read inside their own body. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki spoke of beginner's mind, the place where anything is possible. Beginner's mind at bedtime is a humble posture. You do not need to fix your child. You only need to settle your heart. The karmic story shifts when you choose soft attention over urgency, when you choose curiosity over control, when you allow silence to do the heavy lifting. In that quiet, your child reflects not your stress but your steadiness, not your anxiety but your ease. Karma becomes a path rather than a prison, a practice rather than a label, a tender inheritance rewritten under the lamp of evening. 2. Seeing the reflection and how your child mirrors your inner state. Picture a father in Ohio rinsing dishes while the news hums in the background. Headlines spill over like coffee. And his jaw holds. His daughter asks for help with homework. His answer is kind, but clipped. Later she tosses in bed, mind racing. This is not blame, it is physics. Energy moves. Bodies echo. Families tune to the loudest signal in the room. Zen calls this interbeing. Neuroscience calls it co-regulation. Psychology calls it modeling. The words are different, Yet the melody is the same. Your child is a reflection of your karma because children are exquisitely wired to read the room and become it. Psychologist and compassion researcher Dr. Kristen Neff teaches that self-kindness calms the threat system when a parent practices self-kindness. The household's baseline shifts. Polyvagal theory, advanced by neuroscientist Dr. Stephen Porges, explains why. When you sigh slowly, lengthen your exhale, soften your gaze, your parasympathetic system signals safety through breath, face, and tone. Your child's nervous system receives the cue. The body says we can rest now. This is not mystical, it is beautifully ordinary. It is karmic because repetition turns states into traits. 100 calm evenings become a calmer child. There is a mother in California who keeps a small bowl by the bed. Every night she drops a pebble in for each moment she noticed her breath that day. Some nights there is only one pebble, some nights 5. Her son watches. Sometimes he brings a pebble and asks if this one counts for playing quietly while she cooked. Over time, the bowl fills. Over time, sleep comes easier. The ritual is simple. The karmic message is deep. We honor what we practice. We become what we repeat. Zen invites you to meet your child as a mirror and a teacher. When they flare with big feelings, ask what in you is asking for space. When they cling at lights out, ask where you could soften your own grip. Replace the late-night scroll with a brief loving-kindness reflection. Name 3 small mercies from the day. Let your voice find a rhythm that says you are safe. I am safe. We are home. In this way, the reflection shifts. Karmic ripples smooth. The bedroom becomes a small temple. Sleep becomes an act of trust shared between 2 nervous systems humming in the same key. Three, transforming karma and planting seeds of peace for the next generation. Transformation in Zen is rarely about grand gestures. It is about small, repeated moments that slowly change the shape of our inner landscape. Karma, in this sense, is not a fixed sentence, it is clay in your hands, softening with the warmth of awareness. Tonight, perhaps, you decide to end the day differently. You close the laptop earlier than usual. Let the last few emails wait until morning. You dim the lights, make a cup of chamomile tea, and sit at the edge of your child's bed without an agenda. The air feels softer. You breathe deeply, and your child unconsciously matches your rhythm. This is karmic transformation in its quietest form. Your calm writes a new script in their nervous system. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh often said that every breath you take in awareness is an act of peace for the world. Neuroscience would agree, noting that regulated breathing lowers cortisol, improves heart rate variability, and creates a stable foundation for rest. In family life, this means that when you practice calm, you are not just improving your own health, you are planting seeds of resilience and ease in the minds of your children. Think of these nightly moments as planting a karmic garden. Some seeds will sprout quickly. A gentler bedtime. Fewer restless nights. Others will grow quietly for years, showing themselves later in your child's patience, their ability to pause before reacting, their instinct to choose kindness over anger. This is the karmic legacy you have the power to create, not through lectures or rigid discipline, but through living the qualities you wish to pass on. Transformation is possible because karma is alive. It changes with each choice, each breath, each night you decide to show up with presence instead of distraction. And over time, the entire emotional climate of your home shifts. The air feels lighter, conversations gentler, and bedtime becomes a sanctuary where peace is passed, heart to heart, without a single word. If you are still here, at the end of this video, here is your reward. Regular practice will help you transform your own life for the better. Tonight, I invite you to try this short exercise before sleep. Bedtime inner peace practice. Sit or lie down comfortably. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6, feeling your shoulders soften. As you breathe, silently say to yourself, "I am safe. My child is safe. This home is safe." Continue for 2 to 3 minutes, letting each breath deepen your sense of ease. Let this be the last thing you do before drifting into sleep. If you wish to continue this journey of inner growth and balanced living, subscribe to Buddhism in You. Here, you will find more than just words. You will find a space to rest, to heal, and to explore your own karmic path. If you want to listen for a longer stretch, 1 to 3 hours or more, so the energy carries you through the night without breaking the flow, visit the playlist section of the channel. There, videos are combined seamlessly to guide you into deep, unbroken rest. If you prefer something shorter, around 15 to 30 minutes, you can enjoy videos similar to this one anytime. At Buddhism in You, there is always a choice to suit your night. While listening, if something touches your heart, reminds you of your past, or leaves a strong impression, share your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections and feelings help this channel grow, and we treasure every word you offer. Do not hesitate to give me suggestions so we can bring you more great spiritual products. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow night, here.